Hey everyone, Kyle once again, and welcome back to another movie review. And I just decided for this time, I decided to do a movie review, just laying on my bed, and just do a movie review from this way. So I'm just a sort of different way of setting it up, doing my movie review. We did a couple more than a few reviews showing this back wall here. So I figured why not do a movie review while laying on my bed. And what better to do than when I got my Godzilla 1998 movie poster right there, Alpha and Omega, and right behind me, Jurassic Park, my all-time favorite movie, my all-time favorite horror film. You can see it. The Thing. If you can see it, that's the poster of The Thing, The Blob, and of course my Dread poster right there, and more of my collection of DVDs over here. So I just figured I would decide to do a movie review from this view. So I'm just laying on my bed right now, and I'll just talk about the next movie review I'm doing. Now the next movie review I'm be doing is a film that I liked in last year in 2014, but I did not put it on my top favorite films of the year though. But I liked it. I liked it, but I think it just didn't think it would be good enough to put on my favorites of my top favorite films of 2014. So, but I did like the film, but I just think it would. But I did get some laughs at it. And it's another Disney film, and it's a live adaptation of a children's book, and that is Alexander and the Terrible, Horrible, No Good, Very Bad Day. So yes, and yes, as I said before, it's based on a children's book, and a long time ago, I did read the book. I mean, it was a good book. And I never thought they would do I never thought like all children's books, never thought they would do a film adaptation of this particular book. I always thought it was kind of like random. All the millions of children's books, I thought they just randomly pick this book and decide to make a film with it. But anyway, yeah. But I did like the film overall. Like I said, I don't want to say it again, but you already know what I said about not making my but not making my top list. So but anyway, the film it was released last year on October 10th, 2014, and the film was a box office success, and on a budget of 20 million overall, made 100 million flat, worldwide, and of course 66 million in the U.S. And the film stars Steve Carell and Jennifer Garner as the parents. And the film was directed by Miguel Arteta. How his name is pronounced. He directed some films, like he directed the 2011 film called Cedar Rapids. He directed also the film Youth in Revolt, The Good Girl, Chuck and Buck, and Star Maps. I haven't seen any of those films, but I did heard of Cedar Rapids and Youth in Revolt though. But the other films I haven't seen or watched. But and it's also produced by Sean Levy. Sean Levy, who the director of the Night Museum films. He served as producer of this film. And it has also got some positive reviews as well from critics. It's a 6.2 on IMDb and has a 62% on Rotten Tomatoes. And some positive reviews over here, like on the front cover. Perfect for the whole family. On the back here says it's hilarious. I had some laughs. I got some laughs out of it. Some good laughs. And I don't think so like I said, I haven't read the book like in forever, so I can't remember if it I most definitely think it does some differences from the book though, but Getting into the story, it's of course like in the book, it centers around Alexander, played by Ed Oxenbould. He Alexander, he's Alexander Cooper. He's like the yeah, he has a family. His mom and dad. And he has an older sister, older brother, and a baby brother. And they're like their whole they have like everything good going in their lives, you know. And he of course he has a lot of stuff bad happen to him, having bad days, you know, while they all have good days, you know. And and it's his birthday's coming up soon, and like one day another one of his bad days, you know, like he wakes up, you know, he has gum in his hair, you know, and it's like forced to cut it off, you know. And like he meets walk on his way out from out the door, you know, he's getting a ride by a girl that he likes at school, you know. He falls and trips over a sprinkler, falls face first down to the grass. Um, or like when like the other kid in the car, you know, he takes a picture of him, puts his head, you know, copy his head and puts like on a girl in a girl in a bikini, you know, when emails to all the students in the school, you know. Um, and like he's during a chemistry class, you know, he partnered with the girl, what's the girl's name, Becky, you know, and accidentally sets her notebook on fire, and also catches fire to that this chart in the classroom, you know. And like he plans to have a he's doing a project on Australia, because he has like in his room has an obsessive thing with Australia, you know. And for a project they have to pick out a country to do the report on, and he doesn't get to do his report on Australia, you know. And he plans to do a birthday party, you know, because his birthday's coming up soon. And he like everybody's like going to this other popular kid in school, you know, because there's like more fun stuff, you know, and everyone's going to his party and not going to his. And he's just have one bad day, you know, all day, you know. And he even drops his baby brother's pacifier, which is a bumblebee, you know, because like he won't stop crying without having his pacifier, or his bumblebee pacifier, you know. And while he's having all his bad day, you know, all of his family members always have like perfect lives, you know. Like his mother works for this children's book, you know, is about perfecting this book, you know. And and he's like about to get promoted to vice president, you know. And his father's been played by Steve Carell, and his mother played by Jennifer Gardner. His father has been unemployed. He's been unemployed for a while, you know, but he gets an interview for a gaming company, you know. And his sister is playing Peter Pan at this um was it a school play, for a school play, you know. And she's rehearsing and stuff, you know. And his older brother um what's his older brother? His sister's name's Emily, and his brother um Anthony, he has has a perfect girlfriend, you know. And they're gonna be probably not be nominated for like, you know, prom king and queen for the junior prom, you know. And he wants to get his driver's license as well, you know, so he can drive her to the prom. And like all, and his baby brother has like spoke his first words, you know, to Steve Carell, as I called him, what was it, famami, you know, like father, mommy, you know. And everyone's like, oh, that's fascinating. You know, well, everyone doesn't even focus on Alexander, you know. So like everyone has lives that seems perfect, and he has like nothing going on for him, you know, nothing going his way, you know. Even though like, the older brother Anthony, Dylan Minnette, how his last name is pronounced. Probably seen him before. He's been in films. Like he was in that film Prisoners, made an appearance in Prisoners, the film with Hugh Jackman and Jake Gyllenhaal. I think he played one of the bullies in that film Let Me In, that vampire film. I think he was one of the bullies. And he's gonna be he's also gonna be that's him right there in the tuxedo. He's gonna be appearing in the upcoming Goosebumps movie. You know, he's the new kid. I think he's the kid who comes to town. You know, and he accidentally unleashes the monsters from R.L. Stein's books. You know, so I look forward to seeing him in the Goosebumps movie. Of course, he also played a character in Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. as the character Blizzard, who has ice powers. You know, in 2 episodes. So yeah, so later during the night, you know, Alexander is talking to this guinea pig who he's looking after, who's the school guinea pig who he's looking after. So he made himself a birthday sundae, you know, and he wishes that his whole family would know what it's like to have a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day like he does every day, you know. So he makes a wish, blows out the candle, of course, and then during the next morning, he wakes up and his parents all in a frantic because they overslept, you know, when she's late for her job, you know, and his sister Emily, she has a cold because she spent time sitting in the van rehearsing, you know, leaving. And Anthony has a zit on his forehead, you know, and everything's going wrong for them, you know, and like with Steve Carell, Steve Carell picks up this bag of bad diapers, falls down the stairs, or or Jennifer Garner actually walks in on his older son, you know, he's naked, and he's like, oh, sorry, you know, and actually hits her foot on the wall against the wall. So. And everything's going the exact opposite way. Like everything's going good for him, you know. Nothing's bad happened to him. Even during school, the kid that everyone's going to that birthday party too. He came with chicken pox. Everyone's going to his party, you know. So he calls his dad, says no dorky stuff, you know. He wants a really cool party, you know. And like Anthony's girlfriend Celia broke up with him because last night because he was told his brother to shut up because I'm sorry I'm talking, that's my idiot brother, you know, and hangs up on him because she thought he was talking to him, he was talking to her, you know, but later on during the day he makes it up by coming back, getting back to driving her to the prom to get his license to drive her to the prom, you know, and she accepts that, but then as he says, yay, you know, and then he goes and taps that banner and causes all those the trophies in that trophy case to fall and break down. And the teacher comes out, what I thought was funny. She says, "Let's go, Wreck-It Ralph, principal's office now," you know. Oh, that was a funny line that says Wreck-It Ralph, you know. And so he gets suspended from school, and Jennifer Gardner heads back to work her work, you know, and there was the people who work there are saying that there was a typo error on this children's book, you know, and there's gonna be another problem because it repeats the same word 15 times in the book, you know, and there's another problem that Dick Van Dyke is gonna be reading as for a bunch of children, so she goes on a bicycle, go all the way over there, and Dick Van Dyke, you know, and starts she tries to explain, but he's gonna read in the book, you know, and says for all the children, instead of like. What was the book called? Time to Jump in the Potty or something like that. But instead of the word jump, it's been the type of word pronounced it as dump. You know, take a dump in the potty or dump in this, dump in that. You know, all in the book. And all the parents are like, oh, they're can't believe whether their children are one of the children hearing this. You know, and Dick Van Dyke's like, that's her, the girl with the bad hair. You know. And Steve Carell, you know, with him, he's going to his job interview, you know, the game company run by a bunch of geeks, you know. They're interested in what he does because for his old job, you know, and help him make a good game. And he takes his baby the baby Trevor, you know, and he accidentally eats some of the green highlight, which is like right there, you know, eating some of the green highlight, you know, and Emily, she can't perform because she's due to her cold though, but she still insists on doing the play, you know. So she needs some medicine, you know. And before like he said before when they arrived at school, she said, oh, "This day is so cursed." And Alexander begins thinking, you know, because you hear this little mystical music, you know, and he gets making that face of like, what's going on, you know. So So they go to the pharmacy. She gets some medicine. She's drinking a whole bunch of cough syrup, you know, try to make herself feel better. So, well, for what happened next? Yeah. So she still says I'm getting to the play, you know. Well, first before that, Anthony still wants to try to get his driver's license or driving test, you know. So he's doing fine, you know, but his phone rings and there was like I'm not gonna answer that while I'm driving, you know, and it's a prom night, you know, and the driver instructor's like, well, prom nights don't come by every often, you know, and it's like you gotta know what you want, you know. And of course he answers it's like get off the phone, you know, and they just starts driving off the road, running into parking meters, damaging the van, you know, and the family are waiting outside and Steve Carell's like I don't think he passed. And as he yells, get out, you know. And as he opens the door, another car just rips the door open, rips the door apart, and the door starts sliding towards them, you know. So they all get in arguments, you know, on who's to blame for it. And Alexander says it's his fault because he wishes all upon you to know what it's like to have a bad day, you know. And Steve Carell's like, Alexander, even if it's possible to have, even if it's impossible for you, if it's possible to even if it's possible for you to have that supernatural ability to, you know. So they said that the day's not over. There's still time left in the day, so they're gonna do what we can, you know. So Anthony gets his tux, you know, and they head back to the school for the play. And Emily, she's hopped up on the cuff circuit. She took too much, you know. She's going all over the place on the stage, you know, flying around, knocking down all the stage props, the walls down, you know. And it was like she's like ta-da, and everyone applauds, you know, but she knows that she screwed it all up, you know. But she said that the fan comes to her saying that you're great, and then she vomits on Steve Carell, you know. Like, oh, okay, that's good to get it all out, you know. So the next they head back to they go to this Japanese restaurant where Steve Carell is the guy is the offering him the job, you know. They meet him at this Japanese restaurant, you know, and he has like they like how he's wearing this pirate blouse, you know, because the daughter vomited on his shirt, so he put this pirate blouse on. And at first they're liking it, like eating all of the throwing the little shrimp he's catching it, you know, but he actually gets the sleeves catch on fire, you know, dumps into the fish tank, you know, and thinking that he embarrassed himself, so they go outside his door, kicking the trash cans, you know. So we're all happy we're having this horrible, no good, very bad day, you know, and even Alexander said you gotta take the bad days so you can love the good days even more, you know. And he's believe me, I know, you know, he knows because he knows about the bad days. So then Anthony goes and tells his girlfriend to go without him, you know, because he said that wouldn't rather be here than going with your crazy family, you know. It's like, well, you guys go without me, you know. If my family is crazy, that makes me crazy too, you know. So we ditches her to be with his family, you know. And he's like, you know, like this is a junior prom. The real prom's next year, you know. Learn more learn more life than just about Celia, you know. And he tells Alexander's like, never wished you a happy birthday today, you know. So they're all heading home, you know, with the damaged minivan, you know. And this is what they get. This is what this film. They get to this scene. This is what opened up in the opening. The opening of the film heads them driving home and open the door and they all get scared for whatever it was. You know, that was the opening. That was the opening of the film. We get back to the same scene and it turns out what they're frightened of, it was an alligator in their hallway until they go to the backyard that it's all full of Australian animals, a petting zoo, you know, and Alexander doesn't know that his dad called, you know, had all this arranged for his birthday party, you know, all this for him, you know. So then one of the kangaroo escapes and Steve Carell chases after it, you know, and he sees the kangaroo and the kangaroo just goes and jumps and kicks him, you know, to the ground, you know. And then all of his friends show up and the girl that he likes, Becky, they're all loving his party, you know. The party's going great, and then his mom and dad, they're in the kitchen. They get the calls for what happened. Like Jennifer Gardner, her I think her boss, you know, think that everything she thought was terrible turned out to be good because someone made a video of what happened, you know, at that reading, and it went viral and it had like over 500,000 hits, you know, and that was a good thing. And then with Steve Carell, you know, he said that the guys loved him, you know, and he got hired. So everything went good for the family at the end. You know, they all gathered together, you know, and Alexander makes a wish on his cake. Said, "Wish he had more days like this together," you know. And that's pretty much it. You know, it ends with them. They're all standing on this fake wave on a surfboard, taking pictures, you know. And that's pretty much it. So yeah. So yeah, I liked Alexander and the Terrible, Horrible, No Good, Very Bad Day. But I didn't put this. But I just reason why I just didn't put it in my list, you know. But even though I like the film, but I just think I have other films that I like better, you know. But so yeah, but I did like the film overall. Steve Carell was good, you know. He was funny, you know. Jennifer Gardner was good. Ed Oxenbould, who played Alexander, he was fine. The played the sister, Kerris, Dorsey, she was fine. Dylan Minnette, I liked, you know. I'm looking forward to seeing him in the new upcoming Goosebumps movie, you know. So yeah, the whole cast of this whole family, they were good, you know. So yeah, I like the film. I like some of the laughs, you know. Like some of the lines, you know. Like what the teacher said to Anthony when he broke the trophy case, like, "Let's go, Wreck-It Ralph." Or when the door comes flying off, you know, when it got hit, and Steve Carell's before that, you know, she's like, I don't think he passed, you know. All the funny sequences where how their day has gone to crap, you know. It was fun, you know. I had a fun time with this film. So yeah, and the film made a lot of money. It made like 100 million worldwide on a budget of 28 million. It was a success. So yeah. And the film was on for 81 minutes. It's not that long of a film. It went at a decent pace, you know. A good pace. Just think of anything else to say, you know, but if anyone hasn't seen the film, go and check it out for yourself. If anyone has read the book, you know, and has still hasn't seen the book, check it out, see what you think, you know. But like I said, I read the book a long time ago, but I know there's a lot of differences from the film, from the book, you know. And the guy Miguel Arteta, He did a good job directing. I'll give credit to that. So yeah. Um, and especially this is what it looks like. If you take a look at this, this is what the theoretical poster will look like. Looks like that, you know. So yeah, but I enjoy the film overall. It was a fun family film, and I enjoyed it. So yeah. So that's my review for Alexander and the Terrible, Horrible, No Good, Very Bad Day. I give it a thumbs up for that. So thanks to like I said, if everyone still hasn't seen it, go check it out if you haven't seen it. So you'll probably get a couple good laughs out of it. So yeah, thanks for watching and stay tuned for the next movie review and see you later. Bye bye.